What's going on, everybody? It is Ty, NB, Bryce, whatever you want to call me, back at it again with another Clash Royale video. Today we're gonna play a little bit of ladder again, just for fun. But I have been convinced to finally swap out the archers here for the bomber in this E-Giant deck. It seems like archers, because of the nerf recently, our last patch or whatever, just they're not the same as they used to be. So I'm gonna be a really good player, like one of the best in the world, you know, and play E-Giant. This is one of the hardest decks to learn, just so you guys know. Took me 4 years to learn this. I don't even know if it's been out for 4 years, but it took me that long. So we're gonna get right into it. This is the arena I'm in. Grand champion. I'm I think 4 or 5 games away. I'm not sure if it splits into 2 each tier, but yeah, let's get right into it. Let's see what mid-ladder menace decks we're gonna play today. Because I played a little bit earlier and I saw some really questionable decks, to say the least. So we have a really bad starting hand here. I can't really do too much here. I guess I'll just go orange thing in the back, as Ian likes to say. That Ice Golem makes me... Oh, okay. I was about to say 2.6, but then he drops the bowler in the back, so that's interesting. It's probably going to be graveyard of some sort, maybe. So let's see what he does here. If he leaves that, my Phoenix is... Okay, I'm going to lightning all that. Definitely don't want to let the queen live. That was a really good lightning on my end. I am going to pop the ability to bait some more elixir out here. So he has Tombstone. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a graveyard deck of some sort. But we do have Bomber. And I actually, instead of using Mirror for once, have my Barb Barrel back in cycle. Or back in the deck anyway. So shouldn't be too bad of a matchup. He goes Ice Wiz in the back. I'm going to put my E-Giant a little bit further out front. He does arrows my Bomber. And because he has the Ice Golem tanking, it's going to be kind of a difficult defense on my end. I could have probably done that a little bit better, but it's whatever. So they're going to take out my E-Giant, but everything should die there. I'm going to go Golden Knight in the back and just kind of build up another push if I can. Let's see what goes on. He's not doing anything. He's got to be at 10 right about now. I will go orange thing behind... I have a feeling he's going to bowler and then maybe queen. He'll probably queen off to the right, so I can't get lightning value. Oh, that's good too. But that's good for me because now all he has is arrows for my Bomber. And I can just put like a cannon down for his graveyard or something like that, which is what I'm going to do. And then it pretty much just gets activated. Or not activated. I thought I was going to activate my King Tower for a minute, but took care of his graveyard. Lost a little bit of HP on the tower, so it's not bad. I'm going to be super cheese, and I'm going to put my knight behind my E-Giant, and then I'll dash. I was hoping the barrel would have taken out the tombstone, which didn't end up working out too well, but that's fine. I will lightning here. He is definitely going to go queen now because I did do that. He did cycle back to tombstone, which is really bad for us. He has boulder back up again. His cycle is super fast. So I honestly do not think he's going to be able to get another one down, but we'll see here. I will pull this Ice Wiz in to get killed by the E-Giant. I can Barb Barrel on his tombstone here. Hopefully take it out a little bit quicker. I don't think I'm going to get any damage on the tower though. Yeah, his deck is really difficult to break through. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. He's probably going to, yeah. I am going to put the E-Giant in front there to make the bowler walk backwards a little bit so the tower's not targeting the bowler. It can help with the graveyard. And we did take a little bit of damage still, which is crazy to me. So I'm thinking I have to Bomber up high and take out any tombstone that he's going to place. He did just arrows, which was kind of silly. He does bowler again. Bowler is going to be down though. I'm almost positive it gets taken out here. Yeah, it does. That's huge for us. And he places Ice Wiz, so that's even better. So he's going to tombstone again. But I will Bomber this time. Take that out. And then if anything, I'll probably just tornado all this. I did miss the queen, but she got pushed off, so I'll just let her go. I think now he just loses, if I'm being honest. He might bowler or something here. He tried a tombstone, but I got lucky and got the lightning hit on it as well, so I think that's just game. Yeah, that's definitely just game now. GG's. Too interesting name there, some language. So I'll take that dub. That was definitely really difficult to break through. I probably should have bombered way earlier at the bridge once I started to realize that he was placing them higher just to kind of bait the E-Giant. But next game, we got Vijay. We have Vijay. It's a lovely name from Anunnakis. That's an interesting name and clan there. I have a really poor starting hand. He does Sparky in the back first play, so I'm just going to go E-Giant left because I really don't have another option here. Of course, he has my favorite counter to E-Giant, the Mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to just Phoenix early and then put the cannon down as well to kind of help counter that Mini P.E.K.K.A. on the other side. So everything will get countered here because Phoenix did splash onto the minion horde and I will take no damage, which is awesome. So he has Mini P.E.K.K.A., minion horde, Sparky. I wouldn't be surprised if he had mirror or something really weird in his deck. A lot of times when I see Sparky minion horde, I always get somebody who plays mirror and they try to mirror their minion horde, or like a minion horde mirrored with like miner or something. So he does go fireball into my tower, which is fine. That was a 3-for-4 trade there, so that's good for us. And now we know his big spell. He has wizard as well. I'm not really sure what to go here. I guess I can go E-Giant and then maybe tornado everything together. I'm just gonna kind of let this all die. He does Mini P.E.K.K.A., which is fine. All I have to do, I think, is bar barrel both of these. I did screw up in my placement there on the bar barrel. I missed the wizard, which sucks, but I don't think this giant's going to get too much damage. So he does have giant Sparky with minion horde. So this isn't too difficult of a matchup unless I make really bad plays like I did there and miss the wizard, but most of my cards counter his. So like as you can see here, his minion horde just got real like hard countered by the Phoenix dying. So shouldn't be too difficult of a matchup. I'm gonna try to bait a fireball here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna commit. So I think if I get a lightning down here, and then E-Giant gets the tower and Sparky hits it, I think it dies. Okay, it doesn't die. That's okay. I will put my Phoenix down here and then kind of tornado everything because I think it all dies. Yeah, I can just barrel here. The giant will die, but I do have to kind of be careful about his Mini P.E.K.K.A., which is going to be... It's going to get a hit here. I probably could have put something else down, but I don't know. I didn't want to risk it. So I'm going to try to wait for some extra lightning value here. He has the Sparky down already. There's the value I was looking for. So I'll hit the wizard and the Sparky, which will be good. I'll dash here as well. That was a good prediction on the dash. So that'll go down. But we still shouldn't have too difficult of a defense here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the Phoenix kills everything, and I did tornado to ensure that it did. His giant's probably going to get a hit or two here. Just one, that's not terrible. His Sparky's back in cycle. I do kind of just want to lightning this to get some damage. And I think I can use the Gold Knight ability here, unless he puts something down. Oh, that's really bad for him. I think I just won the game. Yeah, I just got a cycle. I pretty much just won the game there. Just cycle, get back to my lightning, and then it's GG's. And his Skarmy's out of cycle as well, so that's GG's on him. He did make a really bad play. You know, I did also mess up a little bit there, and that's kind of why my tower got as low as it did. But we never really let him get a really serious lock onto the tower, which is awesome. I mean, honestly, Giant Sparky, I think you could play it perfectly, and you're probably not going to do too hot. You know, the only time I've noticed Giant Sparky that really does good is in a deck that really relies on skeletons, because they could pre-zap your skeletons if they know you're going to try to use them. But even then, you know, most decks now use goblins for one more elixir as opposed to skeletons, which, you know, is way better. So we're in game number 3 here against Costco, who does end up using his Gob Barrel, which is fine. I will take a little bit damage here from his Skeleton Barrel, so it seems like it's just going to be like a really heavy bait deck, which is fine. Probably has Knight. if I were to guess. Definitely a Knight, but not the type that I was hoping for. It's going to be Mega Knight, and I'm just going to E-Giant here and hope that he really doesn't have like an Inferno Tower, but I have a really bad feeling that he has Inferno. Yeah. Every bait deck that I've played against lately has had Inferno. Like, it's just really heavy spam and Inferno Tower, which, you know, Mega Knight's just a crutch card in the bait. Like, if all else fails, Mega Knight will definitely not most times, especially against a lot of the decks that I'm seeing currently. Like, a lot of the splash heavy decks or like swarm heavy decks with Graveyard, Mega Knight definitely comes in handy. So not a bad play, just kind of cringe. But then again, you know, I'm the better player with E-Giant here, so can't really talk too much. That was a really bad Skeleton Barrel. Not really sure why he did that, because it's just going to die to cannon in my Knight. I could have dashed, but I didn't want to waste it. I was kind of hoping he would put something else down that I could bait the dash out with. That's fine. He does go bats as well, which all this is going to die. He's going to have enough for his Inferno here. Now I'm going to leave that actually because he let my E-Giant get a lock, so there's no point to waste a lightning on it and lose Elixir. I will Barb Barrel this just so I don't take any extra damage from that Spear God that was behind the Mega Knight, because the Mega Knight would have been 2 hits, not 1. I am going to Tornado because I did use my my Barb Barrel there, so I'm going to put an E-Giant in front of this, and then I am going to, well, now I'm going to have to defend this, which will be fun. Put the Barb Barrel behind him so he locks onto that. Bomber will also lock onto him, and then it's just an easy defense. He does Goblin Gang as well. And I think everything dies here, so that was a good defense on my end. He does Barb Barrel or Goblin Barrel off to the left a little bit, which makes it really easy to use just a Tornado for that. So that was a really bad play in my opinion. This is going to be a little bit more difficult to handle. So I'm kind of hoping my Phoenix goes down here, if I'm being honest. Or maybe I could actually get an E-Giant down to distract. I got the E-Giant down. I am going to have to waste my Barb Barrel here on his Skeleton Barrel. I think I can get the Lightning off in time for this, though. Yeah, I did. And I hit one of his Spear Gobs as well. So I think that's just Tower. Yeah, that's just Tower. Good game. That was a really weird deck, if I'm being honest. It was almost like an old version of a Mega Knight Skeleton Barrel, you know, that was once meta, but kind of different to try to, I guess, accommodate for all the decks that are going around nowadays. So let's get into the last game. I think this is the last one before I hit the next arena, which is going to be awesome. So in this game, we have Fur. You know, I think I've actually played this guy before. I think he runs... I was going to say, I think he runs Graveyard, but this... I've also seen E-Giant with Dark Prince, so... let's see what he's going to do here. I'm just going to go Golden Knight to take out this Firecracker, because I really don't deal with it. He'll probably counter. He tried. I don't have Tornado in cycle, so I just kind of have to do this to the Hog. He does have Hunter, so... I don't want to put anything down here. I'm just going to save Elixir. I don't think the Hunter gets a hit anyway, so that's cool. I'm going to let that go as well. He's just cycling cards. So he has Hog, Hunter, Dark Prince. I wonder what his big spells are. He probably has Inferno Tower. This looks like an Inferno Tower deck. Or a P.E.K.K.A deck. That works too. A little bit worse for me, but... I guess on the bright side, the Phoenix did start to target the P.E.K.K.A first, so by the time everything gets here, unless I screw up like that, we'll be dead. So yeah, it'll still die. I am gonna have to Barb Barrel this though. I did waste my Tornado, but I think I can. Oh, I missed the pull on the Hog, so that's my fault. If we lose the game, it's gonna be because of that play right there, honestly. Because he was really good about not playing his P.E.K.K.A until, you know, he saw my E-Giant come down. But hopefully at some point throughout the game, we'll be able to outcycle his P.E.K.K.A or maybe opposite lane his P.E.K.K.A, because we don't have too much damage on the right side anyway. So I'm not really, like, super worried about going in on the right side. He does Dark Prince in the back, so he might actually go P.E.K.K.A. in front of this. He doesn't. That was just a waste of a Dark Prince. That was kind of silly. But I do hope that he goes something else, because I can get some lightning value on that right tower. I will lightning this. I did end up getting the Firecracker. I was kind of worried I wasn't going to, so that's good. He'll probably hog here. He does hog. I think everything dies. Yeah, everything dies here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to outcycle his P.E.K.K.A. though, because he does have that quick cycle right there you saw with the Fire Spirit, so we'll see. I am going to dash to get everything closer. P.E.K.K.A. does lock onto my E-Giant, unfortunately. I will pull everything close. I did end up missing the Firecracker, which sucks, but that's fine. Everything will die to Phoenix, except his hog that's going to come out here in a minute. I will just Barb Barrel. Honestly, I think I'm just going to win by Lightning Cycle, unless I can get through with my E-Giant at some point, but I really am not sure if that's going to work. Because like I said, his cycle is pretty quick. Well, that was a bad play, in my opinion. Because I think I can just dash, and now he... Well, actually, I guess it wasn't terrible. But everything will die yet again. My E-Giant will get a hit on tower. And his P.E.K.K.A. is dead. He does Hunter, so I'm just going to Lightning this for value. I did also... Oh, that's bad. I did also get a little bit of value on his Dark Prince shield. But now I have to be super careful because his hog's on my tower. And I think he just wins here, actually. Yeah, he won there basically because I choked the hell out of that encounter. I wasted a lot of my troops to tank for the Dark Prince, which sucks. But I'm not really sure what else I could have gone there, if I'm being honest. I'd have to go back and watch the replay and see what was in cycle. And if I could have done that interaction better. But we'll play one more game. And if I win, maybe I'll play another one. But if I lose, I'm definitely not going to. So... Next game here, we're against this guy, whatever his name is. I'm just going to go Bomber on this. Okay, so I was right. It kind of looked like it was off to the right just slightly, so I was right about that, which is good because Bomber cleaned it up, and we had a positive elixir trade. He is going to Mighty Miner. I'll just dash here to kill everything. And the Mighty Miner dies, so that's really good for us. I do kind of have to just let this go. I mean, I didn't let it go fully. I didn't want the Dark Goblin to get a ton of damage on my tower, so I kind of had to Barb Barrel there as well. He does early cannon, which is really good for me because now I have enough for a lightning. I might just let that go. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go. And he does cycle back, so this is like a super quick cycle for his Goblin Barrel, which is gonna be kind of tough to defend. But now that it's on tower. Well, yeah, so this is literally only going to be him cycling cannon over and over again, pulling my E-Giant, and then putting his barrel down. So this is going to be kind of tough until double elixir. And honestly, even in double elixir, I think it's going to be kind of hard for me to get any damage unless I kind of maybe distract his cannon from the other side. I will just Barb Barrel this. He is going to go in here with the Dark Gob. I do put my E-Giant down. All that gets countered. I'll just let it go. No need to waste any more elixir on this. Might as well make him waste his, because he does have to do something about that Phoenix. He does actually get another Dark Gob on the field. That's crazy how fast his cycle is. He's going to go another Goblin Barrel here. But I think I'll be able to pull this one. Yeah, I do get it pulled. That's awesome for us. I'm only down about 1100 damage, so this could be going way worse for me, if I'm being honest. I am going to pull back the Mighty Miner because I don't want to take any damage. And he does have Rocket, and he's going to log all of that as well. Get rid of the egg and the Bomber. So that was a good play on him. I think Bomber might get a hit. No, he does block the Bomber. He's playing pretty well. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get the lead here, especially if he just got all that damage. I mean, I really didn't have a way to do anything because I cycled pretty poorly, if I'm being honest. So I am going to just speed this up in hopes that he would miss, but he didn't, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, I did screw my screen up. I should love when that happens. And I played a bomber somehow, so that's awesome. I did end up lightning because Phoenix is tanking somehow. Phoenix tanked quite a lot, so that was really good for us. We're up in damage, surprisingly, but you saw how quickly he's able to get some damage on my tower. Kind of like that. I still, even with as fast as I was trying to be there, I still didn't get everything down in time, which kind of sucks. But with this interaction here, he's gonna play his Dark Goblin in the same spot, so I might try to pre-NATO. He didn't do anything there. E-Giant's still gonna be on tower, and so is Bomber, so that's his game. That kind of honestly came down to his deck. It was honestly me misplaying quite a lot and not catching his Dark Goblin, and not waiting until double elixir, because double elixir we just kind of destroyed him. He didn't have enough cards to take out my E-Giant. He relied on that Mighty Miner too much to take out tanks, but I had the one tank that counters it. So we'll play one more game. Let's see if we can get to the next arena. That'd be pretty cool. So we have PST here. He had a Dark Gob banner, so let's hope we're not playing another Dark Gob, because that's just kind of obnoxious. I am gonna just tornado this. Get a King Tower activation. Took no damage either. He'll probably Princess, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Princess will get one hit, and then he has to do something about my Phoenix. He'll probably pull it with some... Oh, that works too. Okay. So he is going to have like a heavy bait deck here. I don't want to waste the bomber. Kind of want it to live, if I'm being honest, but I don't think it will. Oh, it does live. Okay, cool. So he has Rascals. This is the current meta deck that's been going around. I'm sure he has Skelly King in this deck as well, which is going to be kind of difficult to match up against. I'm actually going to put my E-Giant off to the side, and then I'm just going to dash to take out the Prince and try to mitigate as much damage as possible. I also didn't take too much from that Goblin Barrel, which is awesome. And I don't believe that this deck has any tower cards, so once it hits tower, it just hits tower, and that's really good for us. So we're a little up in damage, which is good. But now I have to find a way to defend all of this, which is going to kind of be a pain. I just have to go Barb Barrel here. I could have went Bomber, but I didn't want to just waste the Bomber. I'd much rather go Bomber kind of like now instead. Or maybe like behind my King Tower and also use it to build a push, but then take out some remaining Goblins. Because Goblin Barrel is not really that scary anymore since I have King Tower activated. Let's see what he's going to do to this Knight. He's not going to do anything. That's crazy. I might just dash on the tower and get a bunch of damage. And he didn't get any damage with the Goblin Barrel because he placed them all in the same place. So that was really good for us. I'm going to let that Dark Gob go, and he'll probably start targeting the right side now. So we do have to be careful about that because Dark Gob's OP. He does Princess here. I will just do the same thing unless he Rascals on this. He doesn't Rascal. He does Prince. That's fine. I'm going to try to make sure the Prince doesn't dash. I was really hoping that I had put it in range of the cannon, and I didn't, so that's really bad. I will just NATO. Everything will die. Somehow they got a hit there. Somebody needs to watch that back in slow motion. That was crazy. I honestly thought I had mitigated all the damage, but I guess I didn't. I will Barb Barrel all of this, so my E-Giant doesn't take the brunt of the damage. I will dash here just to get some more damage on the right lane in case it comes down to a two tower game, which I don't think it will. I think that's just game now, but you never know. Sometimes you screw up a little bit with bait and you really end up losing the game quickly. So but that's GG's against PST there with bait. I don't think he had Skelly King. If he did, honestly, I just don't think you can really do anything even against my deck. I think unless I, screw up, which I'm known for. Yeah, he didn't. Okay, he had Goblin Gang in there instead. So that wasn't the best deck in my opinion. Everybody's just running bait recently. That's interesting. But yeah, so we got to the next arena, guys. We're Royal Champion right now. So we have quite a bit of games to go. I'll probably play some offline and not on video, just so you know you don't have to struggle with me to get to that point. But once we reach Ultimate Champion or get close to it, I'll make a video and kind of show you guys what I'm thinking, what my mindset is. If you guys would like a video about that, instead of me just talking about what's going on in the game, because you can obviously just watch that, let me know down in the comments. I'll try to kind of talk about what my mindset is and where I'm thinking and why I'm thinking certain things. But as always, if I made some mistakes in the comments, please let me know what they were, what you guys, would have done instead, or maybe some interactions that I could have handled a little bit better in some games that I lost. I would really appreciate it. We're all here to, get up on the leaderboards with the pros up here, Riley and Nate and all these guys. So that'd be awesome. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll do what I can as far as future videos go. But yeah, you guys have a great day. Peace.